Welcome back to KR Runs. I just want to give a overview and review of the Nike Air Zoom Tempo Next Percent. This is a size 11 that I'm showing here. I've had these shoes since around September, October. I've used them sparingly for more tempo threshold type sessions. So I've only done about 47 miles in these. So yeah, I've used them sparingly. I am brand loyal. I'm a big fan of the Nike Air Zoom Fly Knit, which are no longer available. I still have a few old pairs. I also love the Nike Zoom Fly 3s. And I also have some Nike Pegasus 37s. But I just want to start with a quick disclaimer. I did pay £169.95 for these shoes here in the UK. So I did pay for them with my own money. And yeah, I'm just going to start by sort of giving a rundown of the key features, and then I'll finish by giving some of my key thoughts. Okay, so just to run through the key features, obviously the key feature on the Tempo Next Percent are these Zoom AirPods, which are placed under the forefoot. So you can see on the inside it's like a red shade on this model and a blue shade on the outside of the heel. So these are to give greater energy transfer and return. So I think that is quite a unique design that Nike have here. This is the first shoe I've had with this technology in there, and I must say it does give a zippy feel. It gives a speedy feel, but I will say that I've not been happy with the sound that I'm getting out of the right shoe. Now I don't know if this is a fault, and I must say I've never contacted Nike about this, but I'm getting a squeaky noise out of the right shoe from this pod, I'm presuming. And you can see it is sort of separate to the sole, and I just don't know whether that's a fault with my pair. I don't think it's going to stop me buying another pair, and I will be interested to see if a new pair has a different sound, but I certainly don't experience it in the left shoe. So as I say, I think you do get a good feeling from it, but the sound is off-putting for me, and it would potentially prevent me from using these in a race. We also have in the midfoot this Zoom X foam through the midsole, and we also have a plate, full length plate through the midsole, which Nike says is not as rigid as the racing shoe. So this, they say, will help you train and strengthen the foot to that rigid plate. So this is sold as a training shoe. As I say, I probably would race in the shoe, but the only thing at the moment preventing me is the sound, the squeaking sound I'm getting from the right shoe, and that's to do with the AirPod. Apparently we also have the React foam in the back of the shoe. You can see there just some Nike printing. These shoes 24th of July 2020. So we've got the React foam in the back and the Zoom foam in the midsole. The sole itself I'm pretty happy with. I think it's quite grippy. You can see the rubber grip on the front and the back. I've got no qualms with that, although I haven't really used these shoes in really poor conditions. And we have the Fly Knit upper, which is breathable, but again suffers the same kind of issues as the Zoom Fly with the Fly Knit. Not particularly waterproof in my experience. And again we've got the offset lacing with the tongue that's built into the upper. I mean, overall I find it a comfortable shoe, but get a little bit of nipping at the front. You can see, maybe just see there, you've got a little bit of a material over the front to try and prevent a bit of water getting in the front toe. But overall, I would say I'm not satisfied with these shoes, and it's mainly to do with the right shoe and this noise that I'm getting out of the air pod at the front. But having said that, I do think the performance of the shoe, in terms of the speed that I'm getting out of the shoe, I would say on a tempo run I'm getting some benefit in terms of pace improvement versus, say, the Zoom Fly 3, which would be more my day-to-day shoe. So yeah, I'd say overall the jury's out for me. I would be reluctant to use these shoes to race because of the sound. I just find it so off-putting. It's not going to prevent me buying another pair to see if I have a better experience, but to be honest, if a second pair, I felt a second pair was the same as these, I wouldn't buy them again, and I'd prefer to train and race in the Zoom Fly 3. But I'll probably do another review of the Zoom Fly 3 because I'm a big fan of that shoe. I hope this has been useful. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below and stay tuned for more.